is Dennis Michelson. It's time to go down on the farm and talk to Mr. Scott Lay. He's the Senior Director of Commercial Development for Agricen. Scott, welcome back to the show.
Dennis, always a pleasure to join you and your listeners as we approach the start of fall football. It's an exciting time of year in agriculture as well.
Oh, yeah. I get to that point where I know my home league for fantasy football is coming up, that it's going to be harvest time soon. And then after harvest time, it's time to take care of the fall fertilizer season as well. And boy, oh boy, that's going to be here before we know it. But Titan XC, one of the products from Agricen, I think is going to be a great addition to more and more producers' game plans here in the fall.
Well, Dennis, I tend to subscribe to the same theory in that Titan is a very successful product for Nutrient Ag Solutions. It's been available for nearly 10 years now. And with each successive fall, as we move along the calendar, the sales volume and usage increases as folks understand better the benefits of what a fertilizer efficiency type technology can provide them in their operations. And Titan's been a tremendous success where we will treat nearly 10 million acres worth of dry fertilizer in the calendar year 2022. So somebody seems to think it's working.
Been around for 10 years, but it's still new when you talk to ag producers. But you guys have the track record now of treating so many acres, and quite frankly, so many acres real close to our listening area here in Illiana.
Very true. On either side of the border, whether you're from the land of Lincoln or a Boiler or Hoosier, depending on your faith of football teams and universities, we have had a tremendous amount of usage of Titan. And again, through the University of Illinois trials that we've conducted since 2011, those average yield responses are right at about 4 bushels of increase in soybeans and nearly 10 bushels per acre in corn. So with those types of results, very consistent. We continue to find new customers and farmers that recognize the benefit of Titan, and we're happy to provide a cutting-edge technology for their operations.
And here's the best part of the product, in my opinion, Scott, is that you don't have another pass on the field.
Pretty true. Again, our belief is farming is complex enough. We don't need to add to that equation in terms of complexity. So Titan is simply applied as an impregnation type coating on the dry fertilizer as it's applied in fall or spring. And again, the ease of operation or application, whether it's custom applied by your local Nutrient Ag Solution retail facility, or if you're a farmer applying it on your own, it doesn't complicate matters when it comes time to applying dry fertilizer.
It's not necessarily all about reducing your fertilizer input. It's just using it more efficiently. But if you're using the fertilizer you're putting down more efficiently, you might be able to reduce the amount of fertilizer without hurting your bottom line.
Very true. And again, the analogy we like to use is, imagine for a moment you go to the grocery store and you want to purchase orange juice, but there isn't orange juice available, but instead there are oranges. So you need to convert the oranges to orange juice so that you have orange juice. Think about that in terms of dry fertilizer. We're applying oranges to the field, but what that crop needs is orange juice. What Titan allows a farming operation to do, or dry fertilizer rather, is increase that efficiency, that conversion of dry fertilizer prills to a plant available form by 20%. So that efficiency really adds up. And to your point, whether you utilize the same rate of fertilizer or choose, maybe as a result of high prices that we currently are experiencing now, if you reduce that rate modestly by 5 or 10%, you're not sacrificing yield or return on your bottom line next fall when that combine rolls through.
And that's the key, is not reducing that bottom line, because you guys have done the testing to see what the effect of a reduced fertilizer rate is with Titan XC. So the farmers, the producers, don't have to do this experiment on their own. They've got some guidance.
Very true. In fact, one of those trials, not even in a university environment, but on real live farms, just about 30 miles to the west of your station in Sidney, Illinois, we conducted over a 2-year time frame, 2017 and 2018. 6 different farms, 6 different operations, frankly, where we reduced the rate of fertilizer intentionally by 10% and simply added Titan to see what that equilibrium, if you will, would be. What we found was the average yield response and the Titan was 7 bushels per acre greater in corn. The punchline is, and while that's positive, recognize that fertilizer lasts in the soil for longer than a year. It doesn't just simply quit. That next year, crop year that is, when the soybeans were planted after corn, there was another 1.2 bushel response on the soybeans without applying any fertilizer. So, again, Titan is a sustainable technology that works naturally to increase that efficiency of fertilizer that we've referenced on several occasions.
I have a feeling this might end up being long range better for your soil health as well.
We believe that is the case. And again, by no accident, and again, you referenced it's been used in your listening area. At one of our locations down in Metcalfe, Illinois, in Douglas County, we've tracked a number of different farmers' fields, fertility tests that is, over the last 15 years, from 2005 now until actually 17 years, 2022. What we have seen is where Titan has been utilized or employed on multiple years, for several years now, the actual P&K levels are increasing. So, again, there's a longer-term benefit that we believe is very positive for the producer, and it's positive for the environment as well when we're creating a more productive soil environment for that crop, whether it's corn or soybeans, to grow.
And that leads to better ROI over the future, just like you're getting the better return on investment right up front with that use of Titan XC. You can get more from every dry fertilizer application with Titan XC. You, of course, want to contact your local Nutrient Ag Solutions locations for more information.